every Wednesday and Friday from 9:30 a.m. Central Time. It is Thursday on the couch, and before we go on, let's give this moment of silence for the ones who aren't here with us today for whatever reason. Let's give this moment to them. All right, coming up on the couch, July 20th is going to be Mental Health Talk, and July 30th, we're going to wrap the month up with Fuck Fentanyl. Then August 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th is going to be the next Prison Jail Felon Talk. If you've done any time, or if you know anyone that's done any time, or if it's affected you in some way, shape, form, or fashion, then you're more than welcome to come share your story. August the 10th, we're rescheduling Derek, the spiritual coach. He was supposed to be on today, but he's going to be on August the 10th. So August 10th, we got Derek. August the 12th is Autoimmune Disease Awareness. August the 13th is going to be Sickle Cell Talk. August the 24th is going to be Stop the Violence. And if any of you all want to come through to the second annual prison reunion, that's August the 29th. And, of course, August the 30th, we're going to wrap the month up with Fuck Fentanyl. Today's episode is called Times Are Too Hard. And the reason why I named it that, because for the past few months, I get online and I can scroll and see so many different people, even people that I don't follow, that are going through the motions, are literally going through the life be life-ing phase. And not that life doesn't always life, because it damn sure does. But sometimes we have the things that we need when we need it. And sometimes we just don't. And if you just don't have it, you just don't have it. But sometimes when people see that they just don't have something that they need, they end up giving up. Like they don't even want to push forward or try, or it's like they give up trying. It's no need to try, because it's like you feel like you're always going to keep failing. It seems like everything you do, nothing seems to go right. Nothing seems to get right. I mean, you feel like you might as well be called Can't Get Right, because you can't get right. It seems like every time you dig yourself out of a hole, you're right back in that hole again. And sometimes back deeper. But we're doing our best. We're trying our best. You know, and again, some people is giving up. Suicide and mental health issues are real. Out of all those people, maybe, let's say it was 10 people. Out of those 10 people, at least 8 of them spoke on committing suicide. And it made my heart hurt, because I'm like, yo, like, I get it. Like, I promise you, I get it. But is it... Let me pause. Because what I go through and what you go through might be totally different. And the way I handle it might not be the way you handle it. You might handle it in a way that you have to cut, which, again, I get it. Giving up, to me, now that I'm older, just seems too easy. And I like hard things, so life automatically is going to be hard for me. It's going to be hard for you. It's going to be hard for all of us, especially the way the economy is right now. Everything is way more expensive. Everything is literally backwards. It's going backwards. When prices used to be cut and Walmart used to be the rollback Walmart, always low prices. They don't even tell y'all that it's always low prices no more because it's always high prices everywhere you go. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what you do. Doesn't matter how much you're making. Even the rich right now are feeling like the poor because it's the economy. Everything is just going crazy. We have to continue to stay strong. I made a post the other day and I said, if the world literally was to lose every electricity source and water source, do you think that you could survive? And a lot of people say, yeah, I could survive. There's oceans, there's this, there's that. Yeah, but eventually, if it's none in the world and it ends up drying up, then what do we do? What do you do? Do you know any alternatives of how to survive? Have you figured out that if something was to happen to the world today, what you and your family would do? Do you have an exit plan? And I don't mean like an exit plan. I mean like an exit plan. Like if something was to happen, if the world was to receive some type of fucking explosive ass bomb or something, do you have a spot that if the house is gone, to meet here, to meet there? Do you? See, we can't think about that right now because we're so focused on all these bills that keep on piling up, all these prices that keep on skyrocketing, gas prices, just cost of living when it should be not much. Really and truly. The cost of living is now too much of a cost to live in. Times is getting hard. Times is getting so hard that the people that you used to borrow from is they now like, hey, I need to borrow back. And it's crazy because when you had it, when you was good, you was able to give freely, but now you're not even making those extras to even help anyone if you wanted to, like you used to. You can't even help because now you need the help. Now those same resources that you was telling people about, now you have to use those same resources because now you're falling behind on your bills. Now you're possibly facing homelessness. Almost every single one of us is one late rent payment away from being homeless. Because when you can't work, then what? Then you don't get a check. And if they just literally don't have any work for you at work because of the economy, then your other alternatives is going to donate blood, robbing a bank, panhandling. You literally have different options that will lead your path a different way. If you panhandle on the side of the corner by McDonald's, somebody is going to see you and they're going to talk shit about you online, almost to the point where it's going to make you want to commit suicide. Or you can go rob somebody and eventually get caught and possibly go back to prison. And then what? You're not going to want to live or feel like everything is too hard. Or you can go donate blood. But then after you get that small check, then what? Then you got to wait 2-3 days or something like that to go back. I mean, you can get an extra job, but then who's going to hire you when you already have a full-time job? It's just the hours are sucking right now. If they can't depend on you full-time, they don't want you. So there's that. Saying, hey, Go get a job if you can. If you need money, it's easier said than done, because you don't know the struggles of somebody, their life, and what they going through, or what they have in their life going on that's hindering them from getting a job. It can be that they work too much. It can be that they too overqualified. It can be that there's too many people working over here. It can be that they don't have a car to get that far. It can be whatever. And it all boils down to life right now is so fucking hard. It costs to go see a therapist to help with your mental health. Well, damn, I gotta pick and choose between helping with my mental health and eating. And we do. We have to pick and choose what's more important. Because the way the economy is right now, we have to know what's more important in life, because we have to put that first. If I'm 2 months behind on my car bill, and I'm only going to be 1 month behind on my rent, I'm going to have to pay my car bill, because I need my car to get back and forth to go to work. Otherwise, there's no work. Then what? You can't depend on too many people to come pick you up and take you wherever you need to go, especially without gas money. People can say, hey, if you need me, hit me up. I'm here for you. Then whenever you need them, which is a ride, I got to go to a doctor's appointment, I got to go to work, I got to go to this. They can't be there for you because the economy is so high right now. They can't even be there for themselves. They still trying to find out how they going to get some gas money. That's why you see old career criminals change their life, and then all of a sudden they might end up getting back into crimes because they got to take care of their family. And another thing that's hindering them from taking care of their family is the fact that they are a felon. And so now they doing everything they can. They trying to do it the right way, but they can't even get any help. Or how about working a job all this time and you don't get paid what you're worth or what you deserve? Because these jobs, they don't want to pay you that much. They need you to work. Yes, they need you to do that labor. But they would rather do it in a cheap way. They would rather do it in a more cost-efficient way. If that means cutting hours, but still getting half the work done, they gonna do it. They gonna do it. So how can we depend on this full-time job that we've been working at, that we've been doing our thing? We've been going here faithfully 3, 4, 5 years. Then all of a sudden the economy gets bad, and now I'm cut. Now my hours is cut. Now whatever war Trump done started, now it's affecting me in my pockets. Now it's affecting several people in their pockets. Now we sitting around looking like, oh man, how we gonna pay this and how we gonna pay that? I mean, you went looking for a second job, you couldn't get one. The odds are stacked against us, I swear. Thank you, Jen, for the love. The odds are stacked against us. And it's like, what do we do? What do we do? How can we keep on encouraging the next person and being uplifting if the world is meant to bring us down right now? The world is going down right now. We literally watching everything happen right before our eyes. And it's crazy. It's crazy. It's sad. It's sad that literally almost everybody is almost homeless. I literally seen maybe like 20, 30 people talking about how they having a garnishment. Well, you possibly have a garnishment because you owe somebody something. Yeah. And you couldn't pay it in time because you're not getting enough hours. When life becomes too hard, it mentally becomes too hard as well. When you struggling to pay your bills, you think your mental health is like, yes, another bill to struggle with. Score. No, not at all. Your mental health is like, fuck, motherfucker, screaming like you want to do out loud. But you can't, because you got people watching you. Little eyes from your kids, or your job, or your PO, or somebody's watching. They want to see if you folding under pressure. And are you going to fold? Because now is the time right now that people are checking to see who's folding under the pressure. And it is a lot of pressure. And I want to encourage you and let you know that pressure makes diamonds. Definitely. Pressure is going to have you shining bright like a diamond. You make it through this shit, oh, you won't regret it. You are going to be like a Superman or a Superwoman. It's going to be so much easier to put things on your back and carry the load. Now when the things is coming on your back, back then you was like, you ain't got to do that no more. Because we've been preparing for this all of our lives. But does that make it easy? No. Does that make it better? It doesn't. And no matter how many times we tell our stories, or if our stories are the same, or if it's not the same, what is the same is that life is lifing for all of us. Not just one person is struggling to pay their bills, not just 2, not just 20, but almost every single one of us. I don't know how many times I've seen posts talking about, yeah, don't judge me, but if y'all know any place that does bill pay and this, that, it's not enough. What we doing is not enough. What we're getting at work is not enough. What we're getting on our checks is not enough. What we're getting from the grocery store is not enough. What we're getting for our kids is not enough. But they think it's enough, or this is survivable, but it's damn near almost impossible to survive if you're not getting the right resources to survive. We got to depend on each other. We got to depend on each other. Because if I know for a fact that, thank you so much, I love you. If I know for a fact that just 2 months ago, when my rent was due, that I went to, what they be saying, Catholic Charities. And Catholic Charities said, hey, if you go online at 7 a.m. on Monday morning and fill this out, we can pay half of the bill, and then you'll have to pay the rest. Or we can pay all of the bill, whatever. If I know that it worked, if I know that I'm marking down the things that's working. I'm marking down the people that's actually trying to help. I'm marking down the resources that actually work. And I'm expecting that all of us are doing the same thing. Not just like, yeah, got my bill paid. And okay, but what about the rest of us that need that same help? Even if they can't help us today or tomorrow, at least still give out that resource. That way they can eventually help whenever I can't find anybody else. We need more resources. Because right now, the people that are doing our resources need resources too. So, like I said, the way the world is going right now, the way life been lifing, I need y'all to stay strong because it's going to get even harder. The test is not over. There's going to be bonus questions. There's going to be... You have to stay strong. Please. We need you here. Don't give up. And don't allow the problems of the world to continue to be your problems. Even though it is already our problems. It's our problems because we struggle. It's our problems because it's affecting us at work. It's our problems because it's just our problems. But don't allow it to be your problem to the point where you slipping even further behind because you like, well, I ain't gonna be able to catch up anyway. You self-doubting, self-disrespecting, calling yourself all type of names. Don't call yourself any fucking thing except for a great, awesome individual that you are. Because even though you don't have the things that you want and need right now, guess what? You are still an example to whoever is watching you, possibly your kids. And you're going to make it. We going to make it. All we have to do again is just help each other. If you know or have any type of resources, share it. I'm talking about resources that actually work. Because too many of us is literally a bill away from being homeless. And who the fuck wants to be homeless with their kids? And then you already know if you have fur babies, then you got to be homeless with your fur babies. And if you got to go to a hotel, you got to think about, what if this hotel don't take fur babies? Then what? A lot of us, we like, I'm not giving up my fur baby just because I'm about to be homeless. I don't give a fuck. I'm not giving up my fur baby. That's what helps me mentally and emotionally. Now we gotta, again, pick and choose what's more important. My fur baby, or this person said I can live with them for free. I just have to get rid of my fur babies. What am I gonna choose? I know someone, I don't even want to mention her name right now, but she died with her fur baby near her. And she had an opportunity to have a spot for free, to have a roof over her head, food in her stomach, a ride if she needed a ride. But she didn't want to give up her fur baby. And I do not blame her. Because when all else fails and everything is going shitty in the fucking world, your fur babies don't have any idea about none of that. They just know that you home. They just know that they love you. They just know that, yes, now I'm getting some loving, and let me give some loving back. Seeing so many people struggling and on the brink of being homeless reminds me that that's the reason why our homeless population is the way it is right now. Because they didn't have the resources that they needed at the time. And they ended up losing everything. And we can lose it all in a blink of an eye. You might have it good right now, but any one of these wars can make it to where we don't have it good tomorrow. Any one of these scenarios that we're being put through, it can make it to where we don't have anything. And then we'll be that same person on the side of the road with that sign that says, lost everything, anything will help. Then we're that person. It shouldn't be that way. But it is. So what can we do to help each other? Share resources. Find out what's what. If you know anybody that's in your area that's struggling, if you have to start a GoFundMe, do not be afraid, or just don't worry about what motherfuckers say, because they gonna talk shit. They are going to talk shit. They're going to say, why you don't go get a job? They're going to say everything they can to make you want to take it down. But that's not why you put it up. You put it up because you genuinely needed help. You put it up because you humbly asked for help. So you leave it up. And don't worry about what the next motherfucker got to say. Because they probably on the brink of struggling too, and they just mad because they didn't make a GoFundMe. Or if they did make a GoFundMe, nobody hit it. And sometimes it just be like that. But there might be somebody that follows you that might see your GoFundMe like, you know what? I got blessed with a couple of extra dollars. I'm going to go ahead and send it to my Facebook friend because I seen that he or she was struggling and they said that they needed to get some diapers or whatever you said that you needed or whatever. Now, the people that follow you, they want to help. They see it. They got blessed and now they want to bless you. You have no idea who received the blessing that might want to bless you. You just not. You're not humble enough to ask. You're too prideful. And when you're struggling and when you're going through it, pride has no place. It has no place. Especially if you have kids, you got to put that pride to the side. And do what you have to do to make sure that your kids is taken care of, to make sure that you taken care of. Life is going to be hard. What are we going to do to make sure that we survive this? Let's figure it out. If you're just now tuning in, it's the Couch Chronicles where it ain't no fucking limits. I do this every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday from 8 Central Time and every Wednesday and Friday from 9:30 a.m. Central Time. Follow Couch Chronicles No Limits on Spotify, Apple, Pandora, DHA Couch on Facebook, Twitch, Big O, Like, Fanbase, Favorited, Lemonade, Seeing You, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, everywhere. Make sure that you follow and support, and I will follow and support you back. It's all about love, support, good vibes, positive energy, and that's all I'm trying to spread. You know, I haven't mentioned this in a while, but this is the therapy that you never knew you needed. You never know what you might get on the couch, or even if you come to the couch, you never know how you might feel when you leave. I love that. So, I love you guys, and I will see you in the morning, 9:30 a.m. Central Time. Y'all have a beautiful night. Sending positive vibes, love, and energy. Before I go, make sure that you check on your people. Anybody that you fuck with, check on them. If you know anybody that's in the hospital, make sure that you do a wellness check. If you know anybody that's locked up, write them. Your people need you. Sometimes you can be the reason why someone doesn't slip over the edge, because you've been that rope to reel them back in just by your kind words or just by reaching out and checking on them. Do it. I love you guys. It's the Couch Chronicles where it ain't no fucking limits. Good night. Anticipating your whole life to wake up, show you the sunrise.